Today we're going to be talking about Jeff Bezos stepping down as Amazon CEO and why this made the stock's price go up. Let's get into the video. In this video, you will learn why Amazon's price went up so much when Jeff Bezos actually stepped down, and what the biggest problem of Amazon actually is, and why Jeff Bezos stepping down is actually going to help solve that problem. So Jeff Bezos stepping down finally happened yesterday, July 6th. This was actually talked about a while ago and has been rumored even longer than that. His stepping down made Amazon jump up 4% in trading yesterday and up 1% today as well, in one of the biggest jumps in recent history. Although this is not that surprising because it's been rumored to happen for a while, so it wasn't that big a shock to people and didn't make them react negatively. It actually made them react positively as Amazon is finally moving on. So let's take a look at this first article from Inc.com, and the article is titled "Jeff Bezos Quit His Job as Amazon CEO to Work on Company's Biggest Problem, Why It Could End Up Saving the Company." This article is very jam-packed and has a lot of cool information about Jeff Bezos stepping down and why he did it. So obviously Jeff Bezos did hand over the keys to new CEO Andy Jassy, and he hasn't actually left the company. His new job title is just executive chair so that he can continue working behind the scenes but actually be able to put more focus into the bigger problems of Amazon, which we will go over a little bit later in this article. So you might be thinking, why did Jeff Bezos step down? And we'll get into that right now. As parting words, Bezos said that he had one last thing of utmost importance that he felt compelled to teach and that he hoped all employees would take to heart. Bezos then quoted Richard Dawkins's book, The Blind Watchmaker. Bezos described the quote as a basic fact of biology, and here's the quote: "Staving off death is a thing that you have to work at. Left to itself, and that is what it is when it dies. The body tends to revert to a state of equilibrium with its environment. If living things didn't work actively to prevent it, they would eventually merge into their surroundings and cease to exist as autonomous beings. That is what happens when they die." So basically what this quote is trying to say is that Amazon is getting a bit complacent and they need people to help work actively in order to make sure they're not complacent and not leaving behind their workers. Bezos then wrote in a separate letter to Amazon employees when he said, "Being the CEO of Amazon is deep responsibility and it's consuming. When you have a responsibility like that, it's hard to put your attention on anything else." Bezos said that he wanted to step down in order to go back to his role as an inventor and that he would continue working on Amazon initiatives anyway. And the real reason that he stepped down is that they need a better vision for his employees' success, and that he wants to have the Earth's most customer-centric company, and they won't change that. It's what got them there, but he's committing to an addition. He wants to be the Earth's best employer and the Earth's safest place to work. So this is actually something that Amazon has been criticized for in the past, is that they don't treat their workers that well. But they have recently implemented new changes to have $15 as the minimum wage for all of Amazon all over the place. Say you work in Amazon in Idaho, where the minimum wage is like $7, you're getting more than double what the minimum wage is in Idaho, and that'd be a very lucrative job to work. However, in California, $15 isn't really going to go that far, sadly. He then shared that Amazon has invested more than $300 million in safety projects in 2021, which include Working Well, a coaching program that focuses on improving body mechanics, new staffing schedules that are designed to decrease repetitive motion and help protect employees from risks to musculoskeletal disorders, and an initial $66 million investment to create technology that will prevent collisions for forklifts and other type of industrial vehicles. So he is really trying to improve the workplace, and I know what a lot of you are going to say, $300 million on safety projects is probably not enough. Isn't Jeff Bezos worth $200 billion? And I would say to that is not liquid, that is just his stock. But yes, they could put a little bit more into worker safety. It's really, I don't really know too much about it, and I haven't researched that much into it on whether or not this is enough, but it is a step in the right direction for Amazon. Jeff Bezos then goes on to say that if we want to be Earth's best employer, we shouldn't settle for 94% of employees saying that they would recommend Amazon to a friend as a place to work. We have to aim for 100%. And that is what he's going to be working on. He wants to be working on worker safety and basically getting their workers happy, which is what everyone wants, even the public, not even just workers. Everyone wants Amazon to be, this big great thing, but they also want it to be a place that is good to work at and can be very lucrative to every worker that works for Amazon. Either way, one thing is for certain, Jeff Bezos standing down to kind of focus his attention more onto one thing is definitely going to help better Amazon, and I think that is why Amazon price actually increased recently when he stepped down, because Bezos can go to kind of troubleshoot different things in order to get the working at Amazon be even better, and then CEO Andy Jassy can go ahead and make all the business side just as good as it can possibly be. And we have one more article that I just want to touch on real quickly, and this is theinformation.com, and it's titled Amazon's much feared day 2 may have already started. And this is kind of a little bit of a grim outlook, but basically one of Jeff Bezos' biggest fears about Amazon is the notion that it could one day enter day 2, which is defined as stasis, which is followed in close order by irrelevance and then death. So basically he doesn't want Amazon to be irrelevant and actually die out. He wants to step down in order to improve things in a much more focused way, while letting Andy Jassy actually perform as CEO and make everything as good as it can be. But basically investors think that irrelevance is not coming anytime soon to Amazon. As you can see from the chart right here, a lot of buying volume was happening yesterday, and Amazon actually went from about $3,400 all the way up to $3,700. So one of the biggest increases in recent memory, and honestly the stock's price is doing good. Everyone is happy there. There's no love lost. Jeff Bezos is still on the board. Everything is still good, but Amazon has a better outlook now that Jeff Bezos has officially stepped down, and they can move on and they can actually start working on what matters, and that's employee safety, while keeping the customer number one. As for Amazon stock, I'm going to be waiting for a dip opportunity to get in on Amazon. I already have a position, but I would like to buy a little bit more if this were to come down to maybe the $3,500 level. But if not, then I'll probably start scaling into my positions a little bit more as we go. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be it. I just wanted to go over Jeff Bezos stepping down and why this is a good thing for Amazon. And yeah, if you guys did find this video to be valuable, then go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and maybe even comment your favorite stock at the moment. But yeah, that is going to be it. My name is Zach. I'll see you in the next video.